be a staging area, but we heard that they're... So, let me get the address. Hold on, stay right there. Okay, then I think that's different than where we thought it was. Okay, here's what I would put in. Intersection of Fayette Drive and Elmhurst Ave. Try there and let me know how you, if you get to where you're supposed to be. Thanks. All right, good luck. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, Rich? To the command center. So yeah, at the mouth of this. Ross, you know what street this is?
So that's what I was just saying. It's Fayette. If he's talking to Nikki, I just talked to her on the phone directly to give her directions.
Okay, Ross gave her directly. Yeah, so she's going there. Hopefully she can get the sound. I think we may have missed an update. All right, we have a better vantage point. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye. Sometime in water main. Yeah.
What were you going to say? Bridge to the tower is good.
So they're going to send Nikki to the other spot.
It's not the best
Vantage point. Yeah. So here's the thing. I only have 4 batteries. Use one for the water main story. Okay. So at some point I'm gonna need another battery somewhere to get you to whatever 7 o'clock or whatever. After that, all bets are off. After 7 o'clock, I don't have enough battery power to get you.
Good at Park Bar.
So I think it's that house right there. I parked right in front of, and they're missing a woman. Walter Ferris is the guy's name. They asked me if you find out, he's there or he's not. Tell us because we're missing a family. Okay. So, but they couldn't get any closer to it. So.
Is the new Kling O1 on Artlist the smartest video generation model available? It just might be. Guide your video from beginning to end using the O1 hyper-realistic image model, giving you total directional control and seamless motion. So go to Artlist for Kling O1 and all the leading AI models and start creating without limits.
I like making my podcast. I don't like making short clips of my podcast. So the AI chooses the best clips, like maybe this one.
Right now?
Yeah, because it knows what's important. And it actually gives you a score based on how well your clip is going to connect with your audience.
That's so cool.
And it also reframes us to vertical depending on the platform. So in fact, if there were 4 of us, it would do that too. It might do 20 or 30 of these.
Wow.
You see these animated captions?
Yeah.
They're automatic. You just set the style, but it's automatically transcribed.
That's crazy. Does it have any editing capabilities in case you want to tweak things?
Yeah, so there's an online editor right over here, and you can edit using the timeline or this transcript-based editor right here. And you can actually upload your own images or video and drag them onto the timeline.
That is a lot of features.
Many of them are one click, like audio enhancements, AI-generated B-roll. It bleeps your curse words if you need that. Right?
I think the AI is definitely going to choose this clip. This is crazy.
All we had to do was talk about it, and Opus Clip does the rest, and then you just schedule it from right here.
Wow, I pay $30 every month just for a scheduler.
Well, right now Opus Clip is just $14.50, the Pro plan.
Yep. Sure.
Switching batteries, switching batteries. Maybe halfway through halfway through the 5, I'm gonna have to run and go grab another battery.
Okay.
Switch this up. We can go and talk to that family too. They were very nice. That they're looking for their loved one. They don't know whether he's in the hospital. They don't know whether he's still in there.
I just want to make sure we have enough time.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking hopefully Nikki and Jim will get here eventually, and they can take a little bit of this heat off us. I mean, I can leave the stuff here. I can run and get the battery and come back, but I just don't want to leave and then you be stuck just standing in front of the camera.
Sure. Sounds good. Can you send me that, Becca? Thank you. Got it. Who's this from?
I think she said it was from Pico.
Is this from Pico, Becca? Is this from Pico? Okay.
1 minute left.
Thank you.
Just leave me like you have been. I'll go into the wreckage and then. Looks like they are really gathering right in front of where the wreckage is in the middle.
I'm going to focus on this because it's still active, and then I'll just fill the time with the Pico statement.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Doing a good job, Ross.
Thanks, dude.
I chose the domain name joshharmon.tv because I think about my content like a little television show. I'm Josh Harmon. I'm a musician, content creator, and a sound effects artist. When the website came together, I had a similar feeling to how I feel when I've gotten that perfect take on one of my videos. I just like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Turn any text into speech instantly using AI and 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
Hey guys, it's starting to get dark out here, but that is not stopping first responders because there is still a very active search and rescue response going on behind me. And actually, these crews have done a really good job of lighting up the scene, which is giving us a good vantage point to see what's going on. Essentially, where you see that smoke coming out of, that is where this explosion happened and where the subsequent collapse happened, and where they're now focusing this search and rescue efforts. I want to read you a statement from a Pico spokesperson. We just got this into our newsroom. It says, shortly after 2 p.m., Pico crews responded to reports of a gas odor at the Silver Lake nursing home. While crews were on site, an explosion occurred at the facility. Pico crews shut off natural gas and electric service to the facility to ensure the safety of first responders and local residents. That is the end of the statement, but it does seem to check out with a lot of the stories that we've been hearing from residents here on the ground. Some of them saying they live a few blocks away, some of them as much as a mile away, but they all felt and heard this explosion. That's how large this explosion was. So this is pretty standard across the board from what we've heard from folks. At this hour, we believe that there were people still trapped in. Some of the people that live in this area did tell us that when they got here, they immediately rushed here after hearing this explosion. And on the ground, they saw residents of this nursing home who had been taken out on stretchers or in wheelchairs or were able to walk out on their own. Some of them had sustained some serious significant injuries, but they started helping them to get them to the hospital nearby. At this time, though, there are still active search and rescue efforts ongoing. We don't know what caused the explosion in the first place, but as soon as we get word, of course, guys, we'll pass that along to you. I'll send it back to you. Nikki was calling me when I was live on TV asking where are we, and there's no media staging area.
Oh, is that Nikki?
Yeah.
Well, it's right where 10 and 29 are, where they would presumably go.
This is where I told them to go, and you tell me if you agree with me. I said it was, you basically want to aim for Fayette and, actually I did it closer, sorry. Home explosion, that's crazy they updated that. I'm sorry, I told them to go right here. To Fayette and Elmhurst.
Okay.
It should be right around the curve, right down
Tell
there.
them to look for the other crews.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms, not naming names. They all suck. Monday, total opposite. Didn't just work, it spread. And people became Monday evangelists. And you know why? Because people actually like.
How's it going? Good. I'm guessing I'm going to jump in front because we're about to go.
Did they give you a time?
No, she just said for your hit off the top, this is going to be your sound. So I'm assuming we're pretty soon. Apparently, Nikki and them and the other crews are getting kicked out of that spot that we were just talking about. Like so we might be next. You're not seeing backhoes going anymore, are you, Nate?
No, they moved it away. I think they're trying to like make an entrance. It seems like some of those guys moved.
But in my experience, sometimes when they stop like that, once they've started, like they're worried about a more collapse.
Something else.
Yeah. Perfect.
You have VO and you have sound.
I'll cue that up. You'll hear me say, take a look at some video. Good afternoon, Siafa and Dawn. There is still a massive emergency response here on the ground in Bristol, as we're told there's an ongoing search and rescue effort to find any survivors of this explosion and subsequent collapse of this building. Take a look behind me. You can still see dozens of fire trucks, some of them coming from as far as Philadelphia. And you can see the heart of why. There is still a lot of smoke smoldering from this collapse and what was the site of the explosion. This is the Silver Lake Nursing Facility here in Bristol. And at this hour, I should say about a half an hour ago, we saw backhoes coming into the scene. They were starting to work on some of this wreckage and starting to remove some of the debris from this collapse. They have since stopped that. We're not seeing any of that activity anymore, which might indicate that they are concerned about further collapses, although we are starting to see one backhoe. My photographer, Nate, if you can look over to the right, there's one starting to get a little active, starting to move stuff out of the way. Again, we're told this is an active search and rescue operation. Let me rewind for a second because I've been speaking with neighbors, residents on the ground here. This is a...
Nano Banana 2 is now on Artlist. Get Google's most up-to-date model and all the leading AI models on Artlist. Subject consistency, spot on. Text rendering, flawless in multiple languages. Even the tiny background details, Nano Banana 2 gets it. If you can imagine it, Nano Banana 2 can do it. Write your prompt and watch it come to life. Check out Nano Banana 2 on Artlist and start creating without limits.
Mother, how have you been?
Caught in orbit, spinning round. Every word you say
actually a residential area, and quite a few of them told me that around a little after 2 o'clock, they heard and felt an explosion in their homes, some of them as far away as a mile away. A lot of them immediately knew something was wrong just by the sheer size of the explosion and the power behind it, so they came running here to the scene. I actually spoke with one gentleman who described seeing a pretty grisly scene once he got here. Take a listen to what he had to say. So there you have it, some pretty incredible heroism mixed in amongst all of this concern and anxiety surrounding some of the people that may be trapped inside. There were neighbors here who were helping people, essentially acting as first responders, trying to get people in wheelchairs, people who had been injured, as quickly as they could to the hospital. So that's pretty amazing. But again, just to catch you up, there's still a lot of emergency personnel, a lot of first responders here on scene. We're told it's still an active search and rescue effort as they try and find any survivors from this explosion and building collapse. Guys, I'll send it back to you. Okay. Okay, I'm almost ready. 1 second. Okay, ready when you are. I am. I just haven't had 2 seconds to put anything on paper, but yes, I'm aware. Perfect, I'm ready. Got it, thank you.
What time is that hit? What time do we need?
Okay, and did you hear a time? I heard it was 6:08. Okay, but you don't know the hit time in the evening news. And I meant 6:38. Okay, great. Thank you. Cool.
All right, well, I'll definitely need to get a new battery before that one.
Then let me call someone at the station.
Hey, it's Ross. Can I talk?
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix, you can grab yours now and then get to work. Here's why it matters. Back in 2019, I had this killer business idea, but I delayed getting the domain name because I wasn't ready. That was a huge mistake. Someone else grabbed it, built the exact same business I planned, and now they're making all the money that I could have been making. And that's why I'm sharing this. Locking down your domain name is crucial, and on Wix, it's super fast. They handle all the tricky tech stuff for you, making it seamless. And honestly, having a domain name gives your idea instant credibility. A domain name isn't just a name, it's a way to claim your space and take your idea seriously. Because once it's taken, you're stuck paying a premier price for it or losing it. So go to Wix right now, search your idea. If the domain is available, grab it.
There's a reason why the most organized people never seem to take notes in meetings. They use Otter AI, the #1 AI note taker that captures every word automatically. Otter accurately summarizes meetings, generates
Rachel or Lindsay? Hey, Nate is very low on battery, so he needs to run to his truck, and we had to park a decent ways away.
We probably need like 20 minutes. Would you say that's enough, Nate? No.
10 minutes would be fine.
10 minutes, he says, would be fine in between hits if that's possible. All right, go ahead, Nate. Bye.
We're good right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go into weather. We probably need like 20 minutes. Would you say that's enough, Nate? No.
10 minutes would be fine.
10 minutes, he says, would be fine in between hits if that's possible. All right, go ahead, Nate. Bye.
We're good right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go into weather.
Hey. Yeah, let me just connect. Give me 1 second. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. 3, 4. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sounds good, thank you. Yes, hello. What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, no problem. Happy to help. Sounds good, thank you. Oh, okay. I did not see the Ship Hero tweet. Let me pull it up. Do you want me... Ship Hero. I know. Sure, Brian Sheehan. Sheehan? Yes. And who am I? I'm sorry, who?
Jake, we're going out that way. Keep coming back. We're going
There we go. They're moving this way. They're coming back to us, I think. All right, they want us to move up on the
We're all in the same place. We don't miss anything. I know.
What time is the next hit?
2 minutes. Shoot, we can't see anything. Huh?
They're not done driving that.
Oh, I know. I just. Oh man, we got another one. You guys might have to go to the video quicker because we got this coming out and he might be blocking the view. Just a heads up.
Can you go?
Well, Allison, I can tell you this is a nightmare situation for so many people in this area. The first calls to 911 came in around 2:15 this afternoon. It's about 3 hours since. It's still a very active scene. The building is directly in front of me. You can see they have this sprayer up there that just arrived a few moments ago. We also saw crews bring in an excavator a short time ago. Officials here tell us that around 2:15, 911 received a report of an explosion. This is at the Silver Lake Nursing Home in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We are just a few miles from the Philadelphia city limits. A portion of the building is reported to have collapsed. This is a massive operation. Crews from both Pennsylvania and New Jersey are assisting local police here. We know several people were injured. 2 area hospitals confirmed to us that a total of 4 patients are receiving treatment. Still a lot of questions though tonight. We still don't know how many people were in the area where the explosion took place and the extent of their injuries. We did speak with a nurse here who told us that normally around 50 people are inside the building at a time, and the nursing home has residents in age from anywhere from 50 to 95. And we did speak with someone. I believe we have that sound for you. and we are still working to learn if anyone is missing. And while we are approaching hour 3 since this happened, it is still very early on in this operation and investigation. Of course, a lot of families have individuals who are either residents here or who work here. We have seen some of those family members arrive on scene here. They've continued to show up throughout the afternoon. As you can imagine, they are very concerned. We're also hearing from Governor Josh Shapiro. He sent out a statement on social media a short time ago saying that he's been briefed on the incident here at Silver Lake Nursing Home in Bucks County, and my administration is in contact with local officials and first responders on the ground. Pennsylvania Emergency Management and Pennsylvania State Police have offered their full support and any resources that are needed. Crews will be on scene here throughout the evening, but again, still a lot of questions that we are waiting to get answered from officials here on the ground. That's the very latest in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I'm Brian Sheen. Ellison, we'll send it back to you. Sounds good. Shouldn't. Hold on, let me turn this off. Oh, wait, they need me at 5:30, right? Shoot, I forgot about that. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. I didn't. All right. What am I doing? Yeah, okay.
That has since stopped. We're not seeing any of those big, large machinery moving in to try and rescue anyone who may have been pinned underneath the collapsed building. Again, I want to show you some new video that we saw from a viewer, one of the first people to arrive here. We've been talking with community members who heard and felt the explosion and immediately came running here to see what had happened. This was the immediate aftermath. It's pretty chaotic, and talking with some of the residents, they said that they saw some of the nursing home residents had come out either on their own or they were taken out in bed sheets, just whatever they could to help some of these folks who had been injured. Some of them were pretty seriously injured. And I actually spoke with one gentleman. I'm not sure if we still have the soundbite queued up, but he was one of the residents who came here, and he described what he saw in terms of some of the chaos and some of the people who had been injured. Take a listen.
I chose the domain name joshharmon.tv because I think about my content like a little
And so a lot to unpack there, but I can tell you that a lot of the residents I've been talking to, they also smelled a strong gas odor when they first got here after that initial explosion and cloud of white smoke. I want to read you a statement just we got from PICO. It says, shortly after 2 p.m., PICO crews responded to reports of a gas odor at the Silver Lake Nursing Home. While crews were on site, an explosion occurred at the facility. PICO crews shut off natural gas and electric service to the facility to ensure the safety of first responders and local residents. So that was kind of harkening reckoning back to several hours ago. Just to catch you up to speed, again, we are seeing dozens and dozens of first responders, emergency personnel, not only from Bristol, but also many of the surrounding towns, some as far, coming from as far as Philadelphia to try and help out with this really dire situation. We're starting to see some movement now with the fire trucks kind of being repositioned, so we'll see if they reignite these efforts to search and go through some of the debris and rubble that is left behind by this explosion and this collapsed nursing home. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Yeah, so it's a good question. They have kind of been repositioning themselves. Not sure if that pertains to the rescue, but also a lot of these trucks are equipped with these big spotlights to help light up a scene like this, especially in the winter months when we have less daylight. So I don't think visibility has been an issue, but I will say that a couple of the firefighters that were in those extended ladders, kind of providing the eyes and ears from an aerial point of view, they have since come.
Translate your content into 29 languages in just seconds with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice-generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
Down off of those ladders. So there's a lot of signs and signals that would indicate that maybe it's not a safe and secure structure for them to go in and resume those search and rescue efforts. They kind of seem to be taking a step back now that nightfall has arrived. I'm not sure if that's tied to the lack of light, but still a lot of personnel on scene here, and they're just kind of taking a cautious approach. Hello, this is Ross. Hi, I'm good. How are you? Perfect. So that's going to be tough. We're parked about 10 minutes away. Are you sure? Okay, because we could maybe make the dash and then get back here. Okay. So that's going to be tough. We're parked about 10 minutes away. Are you sure? Okay, because we could maybe make the dash and then get back here. Okay.
Yep. So let me get this straight. You're telling me I don't have to spend countless hours consolidating our company's financial data anymore? It's all automated?
So that's going to be tough. We're parked about 10 minutes away. Are you sure? Okay, because we could maybe make the dash and then get back here. Okay. Are you sure? Okay, because we could maybe make the dash and then get back here. Okay. so that's going to be tough. We're parked about 10 minutes away.
Oh God! I could stay till 11 if you want, but my batteries won't last past 7:15 or something like that. Okay. All right. Or after the 6:30 hit. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Bye. So Will is staying until 11. So Will is, I think, is going to take over for me.
Okay.
Hopefully they're going to tell us when we're close, because I'll put the light back on.
Yep. Got it.
Hit, we'll ask if we can dial in a network.
Okay.
Or if they're going to come back to us twice.
CBS.
Hey, they're asking if he has you.
Wait, what station is this?
Who's asking? Okay.
Colton's fucking back.
See what he says. We said it. What else was happening? He said.
Is it?
Is there a tiller? Tillers are like no tiller. Tillers are really like long trucks with like a box on the back.
Meet the brand new Wondershare Uni Converter 14, the all-in-one video toolbox to convert, compress, edit videos and much more.
I mean, like, follow one of the roads, but like, I don't want to. My phone is still at 13. My phone is still at 13. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Yeah. And right before Christmas is crazy. I know, dude, I feel bad. That's like the biggest restaurant. We're million.
Yeah, we were at the plane crash.
How do you feel about it? We're going to get a better view? Yeah. You're on the shoulders. Yeah. Come on. Here.
How do you feel about?
You asked me if I could.
How do you feel about this right now?
I just saw the other girl go to the hospital immediately. I was working the kitchen. She go to the hospital. Yeah, she go to the hospital so she can go. Get off. She go right to the lower box. Because I just closed down the clinic. Dr. K said he going over to the hospital now, and I just told him to call me if they need me over in the ER. But I live right there, so I think it was crazy. Thank you. It was crazy. I'm telling you, with these people that were working on these lines yesterday. Well, from what I heard, but I mean, as far as you know, he was there. And, I don't really know anybody that works there, but I feel
It is a sad and tragic evening here in Bristol, Bucks County. I want to begin by recognizing these individuals who are really heroes and represent heroes who are with us here this evening. I want to recognize Chief Winnick of the Bristol Township, Bristol Police Department. Also want to recognize Chief Depolito of the Fire Department here in Bristol. And I want to just say thank you to them for the work that they do day in and day out, but in particular on this tragic day. I'm also joined this evening by Randy Padfield, the PEMA director, who immediately came to the scene and has been working with our local partners as he does so ably every day. I know there have been a number of local leaders who have been here this evening. We're joined by Commissioner Bob Harvey from our county, as well as Senator Sanacero and others who I know will make their way here. As I said, this is a very, very tragic moment for this community. An explosion occurred just a few hours ago. There are investigations underway as to what caused that explosion. The PUC is here on the ground working with PICO. We believe preliminarily that it was a gas leak that led to that. The explosion was really quite catastrophic. We know that at this time there are at least 2 fatalities. We know that there are some number of individuals still missing. I want to say that in the immediate moments after the explosion, you saw what real heroism is all about. Firefighters rushed to this scene in order to contain the explosion, in order to put out the fire, and most importantly, in order to rescue people. They were quite literally climbing up ladders, handing individuals in this nursing home to police who were at times carrying safety. I think that too often times in our communities, we don't appreciate that type of heroism, and that is what was on display here in Bucks County today. Police officers literally carrying people to their safety, firefighters rushing toward a fire as others were trying to get away in order to keep this community safe, in order to stop the fire from spreading, and in order to be in a position today where thank God things were not worse than we know they already are. There will be a lot more information we learn over the next hours here in Bucks County. There is still a lot of unanswered questions. You'll have to bear with us as we seek to confirm the number of individuals who were injured, as we seek to confirm the number of individuals who are missing. And there will still be an ongoing review as to how this happened. I will tell you, as it relates to the facility, there are new owners of this facility as of just a few weeks ago, beginning this month, in the month of December. The Department of Health at the state level conducted a visit here on December 10th, and there was a plan put in place in order for these new facility owners to upgrade the standards at this facility. That work will obviously continue with the new owners to ensure that they do what is necessary to keep residents safe at this facility and at the others where they are being taken to. With that, I want to turn it over to our fire chief, followed by our police chief, to share some additional words, and we'll do our best to answer some questions. But again, I want to stress, this is early, this information is preliminary, and I expect that there will be further updates this evening. Chief.
Thank you, Governor. This afternoon at 2:19, the explosion occurred. It is the facility is located directly across from one of our rescue squads, right next to the Lower Bucks Hospital, in close proximity to the fire department. When the explosion occurred, the radios lit up with reports of the explosion at the Silver Lake Nursing Home. Fire department responded quickly, was on scene within a couple of minutes. When we arrived, there was a major structural collapse with parts of the first floor into the basement with persons trapped. Fire department personnel immediately went into a rescue mode. They pulled many residents out of the building via windows, doors, stuck in stairwells, stuck in elevator shafts. Those who were outside the building already injured, and those that were being brought out by the fire department were handed off to the police officers, which came from every direction, and I believe every municipality around here, and were literally carrying the patients. As we handed them off to them, they were carrying patients, and as the governor said, there was one police officer who literally threw two people over his shoulders and ran with people to help, to definitive health care. It was nothing short of extraordinary, the operation that was taking place. When we entered the collapse zone, we did rescue two people from the actual collapsed structure in the basement. We did have a heavy odor of gas at that time. We got everyone out that we could find, that we could see, and we exited the building. Within approximately 15 to 30 seconds of us exiting the building, knowing there was a heavy odor of natural gas around us, there was another explosion and fire. We kept the fire in check without giving up the source. The fire actually helped us identify where the leak was coming from in the basement, and we just prevented it from spreading into other parts of the building. Chief, turn it over to the Chief of Bristol Township Police Department, C.J. Winnick.
Thank you, Chief. As the governor said, this is an extreme tragedy that happened to a vulnerable portion of our community at a nursing home. We responded to these calls, and everything that we did was nothing short of heroic. These officers, firefighters, EMTs, nurses that came from the hospital, we called over docs. We went into that building with a structure that was still in the situation of collapse and gas odors. I'd like to thank everybody from the surrounding agencies that responded. We had Montgomery County, Philadelphia, and throughout Bucks County, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, squads, ambulances, and Lower Bucks Hospital, St. Mary's Hospital, Frankfurt Torresdale, area Torresdale Hospital, took in patients from this disaster. And I'd like to thank all those people for their participation in this tragic event.
One additional comment. The township declared a disaster emergency shortly into this incident so that we could bring in the additional resources such as Philadelphia Rescue 1 and PA Task Force 1 for their specialized equipment to assist us in stabilizing the building and being able to search through the rubble, lift concrete. We also have heavy machinery here from some of our area contractors that are helping us move the heavy debris from the pile so that we can continue digging into the pile.
Thank you. Bob Harvey, Chair of the Bucks County Board of Commissioners. I want to also recognize two of our state representatives, Tina Davis and Jim Prokopiak, Representative State Senator Steve Sinicero, Bristol Township Council President Craig Bowen is here, Bristol Borough Council President Ralph Giuseppe is here, Congressman Fitzpatrick, George Wilson from Bucks County Emergency Management. When the calls came in, the Bucks County Emergency Operations Center was activated and fielded calls from all over the region, including from Burlington County and Mercer County, offering assistance of any kind. We deeply appreciate all of those offers, and we, as you heard, can't add much more to what you already were told about the heroism, the swift action of all the first responders here, and to the hospital staff here, who really took the lion's share of the residents, from this facility to make sure they were safe. Reunification with families is ongoing. It is a process that we're working on. We thank Bristol Township School District for offering Truman High School for family members who are searching for who had residents or family members here as residents. We're asking that you go to Truman High School. The reunification process will happen that way. We want to make sure that we have people identified here and that they're safe, and then we can reach out and contact family and have them, be reunited. So,
thank you, Commissioner. As I said, a lot of this information is preliminary. We're happy to try and take a few general questions if you have any.
How many are missing?
We believe there's 5 unaccounted for, but they may have left the scene with family members.
Yeah, I want to stress that these numbers are in flux. It may be that someone was there and had left. It may be that someone thought that someone was there and had left. I want to be very careful with these numbers as to how many are missing. There'll be updates throughout the evening.
How many are injured?
The fire chief, do you have a ballpark estimate on the number of injuries that you have? I know the governor said something.
We don't know the total number of injuries because they've gone to so many different hospitals, but I will say that we are still in rescue mode until we know the building is clear.
And just while I had you here, what can you say about your firefighters and police officers and first responders?
Absolute heroics.
Yeah.
And as I said, the police officers were coming from every direction in every municipality around here. I saw police officer patches from 2-3 municipalities away that were helping us out, get people from away from the building. So it was an absolute all team effort. It was outstanding. I can't say enough about all fire personnel, EMS, and the police department.
Do you have any preliminary cause?
We don't.
No cause.
Okay, thank you.
They'll just like for the rest of the night. So the recovery mode, is that still happening right now, or is that still?
We're still in rescue mode. We have not transitioned into a recovery mode. So we will continue on that path of rescuing and digging into the basement with the heavy machinery assisting us. And then there are fire and technical rescue personnel in the collapse right now digging by hand. Using sonar, we've used dogs down there to help us with our search. We are not ready to claim this as a recovery yet. We're still in rescue mode.
You said there was a second explosion. Were any first responders injured?
No.
Look.
Do you have any idea how many people were there today when it happened, approximately?
We're not sure of the total count of how many people they had in the building. We're relying on them to tell us which patients are accounted for, which we believe all the patients are accounted for that were residents here. There may be an employee that we're looking for, but even that's not confirmed.
What do you say about this community as a whole?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What do you say about this community as a whole? We were residents who tried to step in and help here.
The nearby residents were outstanding. We had residents coming out of their houses offering to help us. And then, there came a time when their safety was being compromised because we had the next explosion.
Look, I think this is the Pennsylvania way. Neighbors helping neighbors in a moment of need. You saw that here in Bristol. You saw that here in Bucks County. This is how we do this. I would just ask all Pennsylvanians to join Lori and I in prayer for this community, for those who are still missing, for those who are injured, and for those families who are about to celebrate Christmas with an empty chair at their table. There'll be further updates this evening. I again want to thank the chief, both chiefs, and all of the leadership here in Bucks County. They're doing an extraordinary job in a really, really difficult situation.
Thank you. Tell us the 2 people who died. Are they rescuers?
It is a sad and tragic evening here in Bristol, Bucks County. I want to begin by recognizing these individuals who are really heroes and represent heroes who are with us here this evening. I want to recognize Chief Winnick of the Bristol Township, Bristol Police Department. Also want to recognize Chief Depolito of the